Welcome, Minister, back to the Senate chamber in your new role. I just want to talk a little bit about co-op housing. I'm pleased to see that co-op housing is talked about in the bill regarding amendments to the Excise Tax Act. It doesn't help a whole lot in this bill, but I'd like to just get your sense about the importance of co-op housing and whether you see other measures that you might take in terms of affordable housing. And I just have a quick comment on the complementary piece of legislation we're looking at regarding the ability of governor and council to opt out of legislation. We've heard a lot of concerns about that, and I encourage you to consider constraining that power in Bill C-5. But I'd like your thoughts about co-op housing.
Well, thank you, Senator. It's a pleasure and privilege to be with you tonight. You're right that this is not the only measure. Obviously, housing is probably one of the most concerning aspect that Canadians are facing across the nation. You know, if you think affordability and housing, probably the two things that people would talk the most, because that is affecting people in their daily lives. This is something which, we hear across the nation. So I would just want to say the GST elimination and rebate, this is just one part of, obviously, a suite of measures you've seen on housing. I think this government has tackled housing a bit like we've done since the Second World War. Really, it's kind of a wartime effort to really build more and make sure that affordable housing is that. I can name the Canada Housing Benefit, the Canada Community Housing Initiative, the Federal Community Housing Initiative. I mean, we've put significant money to support co-op and community to build affordable housing. And that's why I say you have to take the measure in C-4 as part of a suite of measures to make sure that we offer as many opportunities to Canadians to be able to afford a home in our country. And honestly, there's no reason in Canada, in a country as big as ours, with all the industries we have, that we cannot tackle this challenge together. And that's why I would say the Prime Minister has been very clear about the ambition level that we have to really build more houses in this country at the tune of 500,000. So it's really an effort that we've seen. And we're taking also some lessons from the book after the Second World War. You may have seen the booklets when people were having approved plans and all that. We need to go back. This country now knows how to do big things. When we act collectively, when we face challenges, we are able to tackle that. So I would say what we have in Bill C-4 is just one measure in a much larger suite of measures to address the housing across our nation.